This week on our off-grid journey, the walls of our dream home are starting to reach new heights. And the land surprises us once again, with some incredible stone finds that feel almost too perfect to be real.
Give me more! I tell you, I feel like a billionaire right now, just because I have a lot of stone. What a nerd, what a stone nerd.
But while taking a closer look at one of our longest walls, Luke also notices something that could turn into a future problem.
And doing the same on the other side.
Inwards.
So this week became a mix of excitement, hard work, and a few moments that reminded us just how carefully this dream needs to be built.
Left the rat race far behind, left Malta searching for a different kind. 17 hectares of wild abandoned land, 4 old ruins and a dream in our hands. Clearing the bushes day by day, uncovering the life that slipped away. Solar on the roof and water from the well, living off the land with stories to tell. This is our life, raw and real, built by our hands, you can see and feel. While Portugal beneath an open sky, this is the life we chose to live. Whoa.
So I'm just collecting some more stone before I go and continue building walls at the ruin. And I remembered about 8 years ago I had pulled out some really nice stones for here. I forgot what I was using it for. But I just remembered these are they've been cracked naturally, and I'm quarrying them out of the floor. But you can really see it here, and it's really weird because look at all the straight edges. Look at this one I just pulled out. I mean, look at that. All the sides are completely flat. I mean, that's going to make a great, once I get it straight, it's going to make a great stone. Hello, Molly. I'm going to be quarrying a lot of rock from here, probably even that thing you're standing on. But there's loads here, and they're so straight. Let's see if I can get another one out. Yep. Awesome. Check that out. Another one. Look at that. I don't know why I'm so surprised, but I guess it's because I've never really quarried stone before. How awesome. Look at this. All straight edges. Geologists, tell me what's going on. Nope. Yep. Easy peasy. That's a big one. That's a big one. Hiya! Wow! That looks like it's 50 centimeters. I don't have a measuring tape on me. Nice. I hope it is. Wow. I'm so excited. What beauties. What about this one? Calm down, look. It's only stones. I mean, even this I'm gonna harvest probably. So awesome. So much stone. It's a tiny little place. So cool. Right. How many can I take with the tractor this morning? 1, 2. I've got another big one there. 3. A couple more maybe. Let's see what this is. I just don't understand where these clean edges are all coming from. This, I don't know how I'm going to get it up there, but we'll see. There's another one. Oh, big one. I'm cracking it as I'm doing it. Proper quarrying. Awesome. And it's a very hard, things like quartzite, even though it looks like, does it? I think it's quartzite. I'm too excited, I can't catch my breath. Awesome. Another beauty! Sorry, lavender. We've got loads. Such straight lines. Give me more. Boom, that's a nice big one here. Okay, I think that's enough for the tractor. I'll take these and continue building wall, but every morning, come and grab some beauties from here, I think. Too easy. Wow. Check out that lovely tractor box of stones. Oh yeah. I'm a fool, I know. I'm a bit excited. But for good reason. Come and see these beauties I just dug up in 5 minutes.
Where did you get them from?
From where I remember I had gotten that really straight one like it was thing years ago over here.
Yeah, where we were digging up the soil.
There where we were digging up the black soil. When we did our first garden. Look at them all. All straight edges. Look. All of it. Every side. Look.
Awesome.
And down there, I left the big one. It's like this. And it's like dum, dum, all flat. And I'm breaking them. I'm cracking them. I think it's quartzite. Either quartzite or a very hard granite. Because it's super solid and dense. Like, it's quartzite.
Yeah.
It's quartzite.
It's not granite.
It's amazing! How cool, eh?
Oh, very
But there's so much there. And over there, eventually, I want a pool anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean, anything you can get from the ground.
I prefer not taking from walls, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
ideally. Beautiful. And I really needed quartzite, because over there, out of the ground there, I'm getting crumbly granite of the house.
Yeah.
So like this, I've got the mix. And these are amazing.
And this is real quarrying.
Proper. And it's cracking as I'm doing it. And I just managed to move one. It's huge. Maybe tomorrow I'll do it. I'll have to break it into smaller pieces.
Drive slow, Luke.
This is so much fun.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if this works. Okay. 1, 2. Ah, what was that? What to do with an ant? I know I sat here because I dug and it's cool, eh? It's okay, you can stay. I'm just going to take something from underneath you, okay? But you can stay. You're very clever keeping me company. You're a clever girl. I take just some from under your pawpaw. It's okay. I think it has potential. Woo! And two. You like this? Yeah. Not bad. Okay. You have a lovely pawpaw, by the way. It's very beautiful there in the way. Would you have an ant bugging you? What's that on your? Oh, it fell already. Ah. Okay, I do need to tie this down then. Okay. Well, it's going over you now. I do have to make it stronger and also find another piece for the other side and a long cane for the other side. But I will do that another time. But I've really seen them change colour since we took it off. It's only been 2 days and yeah, they were much brighter green, the leaves. So I do want to protect them. But I think it's going to look something like this.
Alrighty, now yesterday I built up this bit a bit. I don't film everything because otherwise our videos will be like 4 hours long or something. So I did all this bit, I did a bit there, I did all there and all there. So now both corners are pretty much the same height over here, and this is like so solid, eh? This big T. There's 40 centimeters of floor, but it's already up to, I would say, 1.3, so 1 meter. 1 meter, and I think the low sides, which are the outside of the walls, are around 275 maybe, and the middle where the ridge beam is going on this part is about 3 something. So what seemed like a completely impossible task, I think, I don't want to promise too much because now it gets hot and things change when it gets like 40 degrees. But I'm feeling very positive anyway. So let's unload all these stones. Beautiful stones. I tell you, I feel like a billionaire right now just because I have a lot of stone. What a nerd. What a stone nerd. Hopefully this episode we will see how much of this wall we can build. Very long one. And I am looking forward to the day where everything out here, I mean everything everywhere, I'm looking forward to the day for it to be finished, but to be at this height, you know, it's just like a milestone in my eyes. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and get working. Raise the walls, Luke, raise the walls. Yesterday I only did 2 mixes because then I ran out of big stones, so I went to get, and I got all these, all of those. 2 loads, I think. So collecting stone is becoming easier and easier, which is nice. Pretty hot today. I told you summer was going to start today. I've been here a couple of hours because I was going to build this wall up. As you can see, I've got the lines on both sides here. So I was going to try and come up to this level, more or less. So it's the same all around to there anyway. But yeah, after setting up these lines, maybe not. I think there's a problem. Well, there is a problem. I just don't know the solution yet. I took a couple of videos and sent them to my two advisors. Dirk, our friend, who's done all the plans and everything, and Sensei Nick, who has been teaching me how to build walls. Sensei. And I'll be waiting for an answer from them. Basically, this long wall, the longest wall of our ruin, is wishy-washy. And I'll tell you a bit later. Today, I've already been here 2 hours, so I kind of want to get on with it and continue building. So instead of doing this, I'm going to do that. Ta-da! So I had said that I'll always build on the lowest wall, so it goes up together. And even though I was going to do that, I think this is like 2 centimeters under that one. So I'm still sticking to my word. Okay, let's put a mix on and get this up. I do have an arch here, but I don't think it starts to somewhere here. So I'll just remember that. Otherwise, it's just no windows, no nothing. Just build it up. Yay, I'm going to get rid of some of my 90s corners. So I just moved a shopping bag that I had here full of little pebbles, flat stones, to prop up any other bigger stones. And yeah, I moved it. It shattered, the shopping bag, fell on the floor, and I got stung twice by wasps. I had to get rid of the nest because it was just where I'm working. And yeah, now I'm surrounded by a bunch of angry wasps. Sorry guys, They make a nest in everything. Another scorcher today. Today Nick is coming. I'm going to get some advice from him. So I thought I'd tell you the problems with the longest wall in our ruin. So a couple of months ago, maybe more than that, Dirk, who is a friend of ours who helps us with all the architectural needs, told me run a couple of lines down the longest wall to see if it's dead straight, because he said it's very important. It's the continuous roof, all on one plane, so it's very important that we build it. Hopefully it's straight. So I've been putting it off just because I haven't gotten around to it, and it doesn't really matter, I guess, when I do it. A couple of days ago I did it and realized we have 3 problems with the wall. So number 1 is that part of the wall, you can actually see it by eye. I knew about this. The wall kind of caves in a bit at one point. It's only a section, I would say maybe 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters, roundabout in the middle, around here, probably around, I don't know, 6-7 meters in from the front. And I think the solution to that is taking out as many stones as I can, rebuilding most of it. But if there's some where the level is slightly like that, I can go down a bit and then put a stone like this. If it's not too much, you know, there's certain allowances that would be okay. So that's one problem. The second problem is there's parts of the wall that are built like this. So instead of being dead straight like that, the inside is leaning in and the outside is leaning in, so they're both like this. Not this much, obviously. It's only about 1 inch, I think, between 1.5 meters span. So it's slightly. So I'll probably just take off a couple of courses. I need to anyway when I build on the old wall, so I can tie the new wall into it. I don't want it to be flat on top of the wall. I need it to get into it, so it's really tied to it. So that's, I think, the same solution is take out as much as I can, and then same again, if it's slightly tilted, lay the next stone like that, as long as it's not a huge hole. Now the biggest problem, number 3, is to see if the wall is straight, and it's not. So I'll explain on this beautiful piece of cardboard. This is the string onto a stick in the wall, and the other side as well. This is the wall, and this is the wall. So there's about 7 centimeters on each side. So then the wall is 50. I mean, it's much longer than this, like, but, and then it's like that. This is looking from the top, yeah, bird's eye. So that's the string, And the two walls, this we want to be straight, because the roof rafters will be going onto it on the wall plate, which is like a wooden beam that goes on top of the wall on the outside edge. So along this wall there'll be a wooden beam called a wall plate. So in our situation at the moment, if I build where the bottom of the wall has actually been built years and years ago, the wall plate will be like this. Now it's not this crazy, it's only 7 centimeters. Over here the line touches the wall, and this is about 7 centimeters, and this is about 7 centimeters. So that is the main problem really, and I'm not quite sure what to do, because I'm not going to just build the wall coming out as it goes up, because otherwise it's definitely unstable. So yeah, anyway, I've asked my 2 advisors, and Nick's coming today, and I speak to Dirk on the weekend. So in the meantime I'll keep building up these walls like I've been doing on this side, and hopefully by Sunday I'll get all the information I need and decide what to do. Right. It's definitely not this crazy, don't worry. It looks straight, but it's not. So it's very close. It's only 7 centimeters. Alright, okay, let's make another mix and get on with it. A bit slower now that it's gotten hot. Today is 35, I think, and tomorrow's 36. So, I mean, compared to summer, this is luxury, so I'm not going to complain. Because, yeah, 42 days, 43 days are not too far away. Hey, hello, hello. I like your t-shirt. I always like your t-shirts.
I've got lots.
Portugal.
What's going on, man?
It's going tougher, but it's getting hotter now. You haven't seen this in real life, eh?
I haven't, no.
She hasn't,
Neither
no.
has Nick.
No, I mean, she hasn't seen the
I've seen
ruin.
this
Oh.
at all.
Nick has seen it.
Oh, that's nice.
Uh-huh.
No, that's...
It is, I haven't taken it.
Oh,
Oh.
very nice.
Sensei Nick is here. Sensei. 안녕하세요.
So what?
So this wall is the longest wall. I think it's 22 meters or something. But on the outside, it's a neat in as well. I think it was built like this, like a pyramid.
Yeah, I can hardly see through the dirt on the level, to be honest with you.
I just told you I'm embarrassed. I need to wash it. You tell everyone on YouTube.
Ah, they know. Oh, YouTube knows. They can see it.
And it's doing the same on the other side.
Inwards, not out. So it's not leaning. You know, that's good. But now when I build, do I come out here, like over here? Next stone, does it come like that? I mean, it's not much, eh? It's not much. Okay. Do you think I need any reinforcement since it's the eaves over here?
The way the roof would be designed then is for all the rafters to take the weight vertically.
Yeah.
So the weight of the rafters out here won't be pushing out.
As
it'll
much
be vertical.
as
It'll be
fair
vertical.
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm just worried because of the. I'm not sure how strong this wall is. You know what I mean? That's all.
Yes.
The only way to tell is push it over,
Okay. Roundhouse.
knock it down, and then.
Was that it?
There, that was quite strong.
2. That's better. Bit respectable now. Barely. Been meaning to do that for ages. Lunchtime. I did get the cooler with me now that summer has pretty much started, and I have one of my favourite things to eat. I'm going to be eating a lot of these because they're perfect for summer. Ice cream. No. Summer rolls. Vietnamese summer rolls. We used to make loads of these on the food truck back in Malta. And I've got some nok cham, fish sauce, sugar, chilies, garlic, lime juice. That's it. Really nice for summer, eh? For any time really, but I haven't made them in ages. And I have cold water now. And I can start getting some beers with me. So at the end of the day, I can kick back and admire my work, which I like to do. Yummy! So basically, if you don't know what these are, if you've been living under a rock, it's vermicelli rice noodles inside a spring roll wrapper with veggies. I think the traditional Vietnamese is pork belly and prawns as your protein. And then a garlic chive, mint, Vietnamese mint, perilla, and cucumber, spring onion, carrot. I'm not sure about the carrot. What else? That's it. But anyway, you can put a protein, you can not, you can put loads of veggies, whatever you want. And dipping sauce. They do make an awesome, normally they serve this peanut butter and hoisin sauce, dipping sauce, which is nice, but I prefer this one, especially for summer. I love the chilies in it, bird's eye chilies. It's all about technique, guys. That's a good stone, eh? Woo! That is a good stone. Boom. Solid as a rock. So either like that or upside down. Maybe it's better upside down. Right. Whoops. It's a bit late to make a mix, so I'll leave it for tomorrow. But that is a good stone. Like this one is same, and the one there. So it's like, boom. Strong wall. Okay, so I've got an advice from Nick and from Dirk. Unfortunately, I gave Nick, and you guys, I guess, the wrong information. The wall plate, which is the beam the rafters are attached to, isn't flush with the outside of the wall, it's flush with the inside over here. The full length, I think it's 20-25 meters. So we don't have an overhang on this side. So the fascia, the piece of wood that's attached to the outside wall and the roof comes slightly over it, is attached to the wall. So the outside wall needs to be one straight line, and also the inside wall has to be one straight line, because the wall plate will be one straight line. Now I think I made a bit of a mountain out of a molehill in my head, because it's so slight. Like, the main problem that half the wall is slightly this way and the other half is like this, it's so slight, over 25 meters, that with little adjustments all over the place we can make it right. Over there it's touching in the middle, this line, and over here it starts, as you can see, getting it slightly bigger, but it's not even 7 centimeters. Look, it's, 3 centimeters maybe. Then over here, there's parts that it actually does go in, which isn't a big deal, because like the top one is outer, and then it does go in a bit here at the end. Over here, over here is 7 centimeters, but already here it's not. So it's not that much of a big deal. Just keep an eye on it and work to the 2 outside lines. Dirk did tell me, get a couple of nice strong posts, wooden posts, decently thick, and bolt them, one at this end and one at that end, so it's like a batter board, and I can run my lines, maybe put one in the middle as well, since it's such a long span, so we don't get much sag, because those, they can stay to the end, and we can bolt them into the wall and then take them out when we're done. So I'm guessing I'll go and buy the scaffolding next week, buy the boards, and yeah, sort it out. From out here it doesn't seem too bad at all, really. I think this line is better than the inside one. There is a bit of a gap over here. Like here is about 6-7 centimeters. And here. But then it starts closing from here, not from the middle, So this stone looks like where the wall really should be over here. So I might take out some of these and slowly bring the top of the wall, which is another 2 meters or 1.5 meters, to this level. So it'll be sloping outwards and you won't even see it. I think that's about it for me this week. I'm really happy with the progress. Really happy that I have 2 people who I can contact anytime and they can advise me. Very grateful for that. And yeah, with little adjustments over such a span, it's not a big deal and it's going to be sorted. See you next week, guys.
Thank you so much for being part of this journey with us. If you want to see this dream home continue rising stone by stone here in Portugal, make sure to subscribe and follow along, because the best parts are still ahead of us.